Well, it's safe to say that the Enchanteds in Set 3 are beautiful. We now have 6 of them from various outlets, and the Gazette has called on their art specialists for initial reactions of the newest chase cards in Lorcana's third set, Into the Inklands. Hey guys, Teddy here from the Illuminary Gazette and the Glimmer Gang, and we finally have some Enchanteds to talk about. First one is the Peter Pan, and this was the first Enchanted we saw. It came from IGN, I believe, over in Germany. Don't quote me on that, but I do know it comes from IGN. But this was the first one we saw, and obviously it is a new style of art we've seen. It is more paintery style and stuff like that. We do have the Floodborn Peter Pan, which does care about pirates and all that type of stuff. But this card is beautiful. All these Enchanted are amazing. And the thing that we noticed with this first Enchanted is if you look down in the bottom left-hand corner, it says 215 out of 204, which if you think back to other sets, the Ruby Enchanted were 211 and 212. Here, it's a bit higher, and so the community was going on about how, okay, maybe we have more Enchanteds, or maybe the numbers was misprinted, but I do believe we have more Enchanteds. This does line up if every ink had 3. And so far, we've seen 2 for some inks, some for no inks. It's all been characters, but I think the prediction is maybe we're going to get some locations. Obviously, going into the Inklands, locations as Enchanted would be really cool. Or we see items. That's just something where maybe we're going to get old cards from sets 1 and 2 that didn't get the Enchanted treatment brought into this set. I think that would be really cool. But yeah, this is the Peter Pan Enchanted. Really beautiful card, like all these are. All right, so the next Enchanted we have is Captain Hook, Master Swordsman. Another great art. I love the expressive brushstrokes. It's a really beautiful card. Kuyu JP did, I'm sorry if I butchered that, did both the pan and the hook, and they are amazing. And something that the Illumateers pointed out is that these cards connect, which just goes to show how much thought goes into these and how much preparation behind the scenes going into these cards. Because obviously it's that same art design, and I think when these cards were given to the artist, they was told, okay, connect these cards. We all know how connected Peter Pan and Captain Hook are. Just another great inclusion into the artwork of this game, which has been phenomenal so far. The next Enchanted we got is one we didn't know we needed, but once we saw it, we knew it was amazing. Morph Space. This card is going to shake up the meta with its being able to shift anything onto it. And the fact that it's an Enchanted too it's amazing. Hopefully with it being Enchanted, maybe the regular price drops of the regular card. I doubt it though. It is a rare, so it'll be easier to get. This did come from Games Radar. But this art is so beautiful. I mean, you can see him jumping around Treasure Planet ship, but the sky looks amazing. Again, that like really paintery. I go back to like a lot of like these paintings from like Da Vinci and all that. That's where these concept of just being able to put expressive brushstrokes in it to make depth, but also make these cards really beautiful. I'm excited to see what these cards will look like with foiling. Obviously, all Enchanted look great with foiling, but these are just going to, I think, bring it up just another level. The next Enchanted we have is Maleficent, Mistress of All Evil. This is just such an iconic Maleficent pose, hands above her head, and I love it. I was kind of predicting that this was going to get an Enchanted. I think once we saw the legendary artwork of it, it was kind of like a shoo-in. I don't know if a shoo-in, but it was high up there in a lot of people what people wanted. We haven't gotten a Maleficent Enchanted yet. And that card, like I said, the regular legendary had just a generic, or not generic, an iconic pose, and this has another iconic pose. Javi Salas, you did amazing with this. This card came from Tabletop Gaming UK. Round of applause. This, as much as it was revealed today, I think there are other ones that were talked about, and I think this one needs to be noticed as one of the better artworks, in my opinion, for Enchanted, just because of how OG this pose is and how this seeing this Maleficent in this stance is something that so many Disney fans will recognize. This one, though, is one that really broke the internet and the Lorcana community today, was Ursula, Deceiver of All. This came from Dicebreaker, but the artists on this are what makes this amazing. This is John Lauren and Nicholas Cole We all know how good John Lauren is and Nicholas Cole. I mean, Nicholas Cole has the Stitch Enchanted Mickey Mouse BLT. John Lauren has the new Robin Hood from this set and Honey Wizard, Winnie the Pooh. So you knew when you gave them a card together, it was going to come out great. And this Ursula is amazing. We just got it yesterday and we saw how good it is. So if Enchanted, with the probability of being their 18, maybe the high pull rates are easier for them. If I sit down and I see this card being played against me, I'm just going to bow down and say, well done to my opponent, because this is a beautiful card, and I don't think I would have the wherewithal to play it. I think it would just put in a top loader, put in a case, and just left forever, because this is such a beautiful card. I think this is one of the ones that if I do pull it, I am not selling it unless it's going for some ridiculous amount. Maybe it's the new Elsa. Who knows? Because that card is amazing. I think a lot of these cards are going to go for a pretty penny with how amazing these arts are. The final Enchanted we got today is my personal favorite. I've expressed it how much I love Kita, and we saw a blurry version of this yesterday, kind of a teaser, but it came out today, and we all knew it was going to be Kita. We were like 95% sure, but we didn't know that this art was going to be this good. I'm not going to try to pronounce the artist's name because I know I'm going to butcher it, but you cooked. If you're watching this, you cooked with this. This Kita is amazing. And obviously, in the movie, she is blue, but she's a Floodborn. And I think the yellow just changes things. It changes the dynamic of this. I believe, if I am looking at this right, it is when she was in the middle of the heart of Atlantis, and her little necklace is going all glowy and stuff. But this card is amazing. Obviously, its ability is great. When you play it, all characters get -3 strength until the start of your next turn. So this card is going to be played. It is very, very playable legendary, but the fact that we have it as Enchanted is going to make it so much more valuable. This and Ursula, I think, are the two best ones we've seen so far. I can't speak highly enough. This game is going off with these Enchanteds. This set is going to be amazing. We still have 12 more to see, and they're going to be outside of characters too. Like how are these locations and maybe items or songs going to look? I'm excited, and I think that's the best way to put it. I think we are all excited after seeing these reveals today for all these amazing arts. Now, I do want to include the one regular card that we got revealed today. This is Alice T. Alchemist, 6-costed, inkable, and amethyst, 4 strength, 4 willpower with 2 lore, Dreamborn Hero Sorcerer, Curiouser and Curiouser, exert chosen opposing character and all other opposing characters with the same name. Super rare. I like the concept behind it. I think maybe it's a target for like Mim and Merlin decks, but I think there are just other things that Amethyst wants to be playing. The art, again, is amazing. I do really like this version of Alice. I think it could tailor a lot to the younger audience because it looks like it's maybe her younger form. And so Alice T. Alchemist, not the greatest card in terms of competitive play, but a great art. And that was a quick edition of the Gazette, everyone. I hope you all enjoyed. We got 6 new Enchanteds. Obviously, set comes out next Friday, so about a week and a half away. We're going to get all of them in the next week. We'll be covering them here. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and like, and let us know your favorite Enchanted so far and Into the Inklands. But that was it, everyone. Thanks for watching.